Hi, Lowell to the province, a video edition of the fifth quarter, Friday night from BC Place Stadium, where the BC Lions once again have a dominant second half, a dominant fourth quarter. Improbably would be one way to describe what happened here Friday night. Just over 30,000 fans in attendance. They score 20 points in the fourth quarter. They have 8 sacks and a dominant defensive performance, and they win going away 39-19 over the Edmonton Eskimos before, as I said, just over 30,000 fans, clinching first place in the West Division now with a 12-4 record. The story of the game, Mike Riley, of course, the backup quarterback given the start because of the injury to Travis Lulay, the shoulder problem being deemed not too serious, but serious enough that the rest is the best order. Lulay saying after the game that's going to be the key for him next week and going forward. No real time frame as to when he may return, but right now the club was in the hands of Mike Riley. On Friday night he responded unofficially, 19 for 28, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns after a very shaky start in which he had a pick on the first series to J.C. Sherritt. It only resulted in an Edmonton field goal as the Lion defense once again dominated play pretty much throughout this football game, and they held Kerry Joseph to 293 yards net offense. The Lions had 437 in this game, once again getting 151 on the ground. Even though Andrew Harris wasn't a big factor, Harris just getting over the 1,000-yard mark with 12 carries at the end for 42 yards, but a lot of that was tough sledding up until about the fourth quarter until he got over that 1,000-yard mark. But Mike Riley really showed some poise. I mean, he made some mistakes early, but it was clear he was making good decisions. He had touchdown passes to Courtney Taylor and Nick Moore, finally finishing off a drive in the fourth quarter when they needed it the most to start pulling away with that 20-point fourth quarter after the Eskimos had got it tied at 19 a few plays earlier. So the Lions they now have a month off effectively. Will that be a concern? We'll have to see. They have 2 games, one against Calgary next Friday and at home to Saskatchewan to close out the regular season, and then they'll have the bye into the West Final. That game goes November 18th, and the club is already selling tickets, as you might expect. Again, the final 39-19. That's the fifth quarter. Byron Wawershan will have his thoughts over the weekend, and we invite your comments on the blog as well.